breathe. It feels good to breathe, because sometimes I know that I have a huge problem with it. I know that sometimes I forget to breathe, and when I just stop and take a moment and just breathe, it feels good. It feels good to know that, you know, of all the things happening in the world and with my life and everything, it's easy to get really caught up in everything that's going on. It's easy to get caught up in, like, work. It's easy to get caught up with, if you're in a fight with somebody that you love, it's easy to get caught up with thinking, like, however those emotions may make you feel, or if you're caught up in love, like, we get caught up in things, and it's really easy to think, it's just good to know that, there's so much going on. There's so much going on in the world, and it's just really grateful to take that moment and just be grateful for what you do have rather than what you don't have. Or be thankful if you're in a fight, be grateful and thankful, and like really pay attention to what you have when you have it, opposed to letting however you feel, like even if you guys do break up or anything like that happens, be grateful that you could love somebody, be grateful that you could, create something and learn from it, grow from it. Don't hold, your anger or however you feel at such a level that it pretty much consumes you, and pretty much if you're angry, that anger, you let that anger pretty much make you an angry person. It's really easy to get caught up in that. I'm gonna talk today about narcissist, because I'm a victim of narcissist, and of somebody who is a narcissist, and as much as I love them, like genuinely love them, and I could literally write books about them and about how much I love them, about not even only how much I love them, but just what them being in my life meant to me, and just create these stories about like who this person is and about what they do and just about, just everything. But it's just really hard to come to the realization that maybe the people, this person in particular that I really truly deeply love so incredibly much, it's just coming to that realization that this person isn't really the person that I thought they were. Not saying that they can't grow, and I completely support them. And honestly, if I I've been through a lot in my life, and I believe that everybody can change. I believe that they can change if they really want to. And I know that narcissists have this, like, one of the hardest, most difficult things about them, the most stubborn things about them is that if they are confronted by somebody who confronts them about the way that they are treating that person, and they don't like how they feel like that person is attacking them, like they are making it out to seem like that person, even though that they're just literally trying to confront that person about how they feel, about how the way that like the narcissist made them feel, they just explode. Like, they get so angry because you said something that they can't face. You said something that they they don't agree with. And you know, just the whole entire point of not even just any relationships, but the whole entire point of this journey is that you are going to be faced with a lot of people that don't agree with you, and that's okay. But when you have people in your life who are caring and loving towards you and literally want nothing for you other than your happiness with yourself, and you treat them like if you hurt them and you don't have any feelings or consideration for the way that they feel and the way that you treat them, and you feel like attacked because that person is hurt by you, and then you literally flip everything and say that, oh, you make me feel like shit because I hurt you and stuff like that, and then literally bring everything back to yourself, and then you ghost on them and don't talk to them. And then if you need something, like if you're feeling really bad and you come to them, like, it's good to have people to come to, but you should not treat them like they're disposable. Treat them like they're like mean nothing, like they're the ones, like the victims, like they're the ones that is everything wrong just because they wanted to confront you about something that's really toxic about how the way that you're treating them and just the way that you're being. Like, if you can't face that, you are going to be running for the rest of your life, and you are going to go from people to people trying to fill a void in you that you need to fill with yourself. And as hard as it is to accept that, yeah, maybe like I am being really cruel to this person who really genuinely loves me, like, you know, and I hurt their feelings, and yeah, like, it makes me feel so guilty and bad that I made them feel bad, but it's not about me. It's about the person that I hurt. And instead of blaming them because you're just so mad that they would confront you about how they feel, just have some empathy, have some compassion about how other people feel besides how you feel. And, you know, don't make everything about you. You know, like, in the sense that, you know, we need to be able to talk to people and understand them. We need to talk to people and create communication that's open enough so that we're able to understand one another and have debates that aren't like, don't talk to talk or listen to talk. You know what I mean? Like, don't listen to somebody just so that you can reply with an answer. Like, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody, or they need to talk to you, and you need to actually just listen to them and just be considerate of how they're feeling too. Because, I mean, that's just what you need to do. You need to be able to actually talk to somebody, and yeah, you may not like what they're saying, you may feel really uncomfortable with what they're saying, but you need to actually be able to listen, because it's so hurtful and painful when the person that you truly love literally shuts you down and literally flips everything around and literally says, like, you make me feel like shit just because I would have confronted them about how they feel. Like, you make me feel like shit. If you don't like me or you don't like this, then, like, I'm so tired of this, like, you should just leave. Like, no, stop running away. You need to face the way that you're making this person feel, and you need to talk about it. And if you don't want to talk about it, if you're that, like, you need to work on yourself, bottom line. But, like, if you really truly love this person, you would make the effort and do whatever you could to actually be understanding and not be so full of stubbornness that because you're pushing that person that you love, that you claim to love, away. Somebody that actually truly genuinely loves you, regardless of all the stuff that you've put them through. And you need to actually listen and grow from it and take what they say into consideration, because I don't think that anybody would waste their time saying anything in this world if they felt like it did not matter. You know, people say things that matter, and if you waste your words and if you waste your time and energy on things that you feel don't matter, then you're wasting your life. And I've gone through so much in my life that I know the value of this life, and I did not want to waste my time and energy and love or anything on somebody or people or anything that made me feel like shit, that made me feel like I don't deserve to be here, because I already went through that. You know, I literally, not even just because of people, but because I did that to myself, because I literally felt like, because of all the other people that were in my life that I felt like I was burdening, that, you know, couldn't truly value me for who I was, that made me feel like I had to be somebody that they needed me to be, you know, for them to love me or anything like that, to be deserving of love in life. You know, I literally almost killed myself because I felt like I couldn't be who the people that I love needed me to be. But in fact, it was them that, you know, they just couldn't get past their ways. They couldn't get past their ego, them thinking that, oh, they had to, you know, like, that I had to conform and be something that they wanted me to be. Because you know what love is? Love is accepting. Love is taking this person as they are and loving them. And even though they may be an asshole sometimes, you still, at the end of the day, do not want this person to die. You don't want this person to hurt people, and you just want the best for them. You want the best for them with themselves. You want them to be happy with themselves, because obviously deep down there's something terribly wrong with the way that they view themselves, that they are taking their energy and putting themselves out there in a way that makes everything feel like, oh, they're wrong and guilty of all these things, and they're putting it out on you to make you feel bad, just as bad as they feel. And that's not fair. That is not fair to you. That is not right. And I sincerely hope that the people who you meet in your life treat you with love, respect, kindness, have considerations for your feelings, literally listen to you, to listen and understand you in the way that you are. Because seriously, like, once you understand the way a person is, it's really hard for you to hate them. And I think that that's my biggest thing, because I know I've been there. I literally have spent my time, like, the reason why we probably connected so deeply is because I could understand the way that she was and how she got to be the way that she was, because I genuinely cared and listened and, like, wanted to, you know, that's what I did. And, you know, it's just really easy for people to overlook what they have just because they're confronted with something. Because you have to face things. You have to face your fears. You have to face your insecurities. You have to face everything in life, and you can't run, because you are going to be running for the rest of your life, and it's all going to catch up to you. And one of the biggest things that you could ever do wrong is regret not, like, not saying what you truly genuinely mean to someone while they're alive. Because I mean, seriously, like, if you fight with somebody and you just say a bunch of hateful things that you don't really mean, but you said them because you didn't like the way that they reacted to you when you hurt them, like, if you're really that, like, don't be like that, okay? Like, seriously, like, I'm not mad at you, but don't do that to people. Like, listen to them. Like, it's not that hard to listen to somebody, especially if you claim that you love them, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be this difficult. There doesn't need to be hundreds and hundreds of videos online and everywhere, books even, about this stuff. Because it's like, if you truly love them, if you truly love the person that you're abusing, and you can't let go of that hate that you have inside of yourself, that, oh, you have to be right and anybody that goes against you is wrong, like, you don't love them, really. And I really genuinely hope that you can be there for yourself and love yourself more too, because you're gonna miss out on people who really love you. You know, you're really gonna miss out. And there's really nothing more beautiful than genuine love, and nothing more freeing than genuine love too. And I really hope that we can all just be better people and love people and not be so mean and hateful, because, like, that's why the world's so horrible, you know. And just learn from it all, okay? I hope that you all have a really lovely day.